Alright, what's up? I'm here to play around with Garden Warfare 2 again, and, what was it called? I'm gonna be doing, like, something a little bit different. Last time I was on here, I said, I was gonna hop in as Vampire Flower, which I very much am, but, you know what, I'll get this off camera. Okay, so give me this, complete 5 challenge ways, yeah, no, give me this. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, Heal Master, Crazy Orbs. Yeah, sure, give me this. And yeah, I'm not winning a game of Taylor Takeover anytime soon, but I guess I'll take. No, don't take this because I need to do that, and there's no way I'm gonna be able to do that. I've been in Nova before this, but yeah, back to what I was saying a minute ago. I'm gonna be playing as both Petrified Cactus and what was it called? I'm going to be playing with both Petrified Cactus and... No, don't... Oh no, I fucked up. Okay, whatever, I'll roll with it. Yeah, I don't know what the hell just happened to me there. Like, my hands were not... freaking... I had one of those brain fart moments, so I don't think they're called brain farts. I had one of the moments where, like, my hands were not cooperating with my brain. And so I guess we're doing this easy mode. I'm gonna go in as Petrified Cactus, and I'm gonna spawn in a... Oh no! I forgot, you can't, Alright, so, return to the backyard, because I made a whoopsie. God damn it, like, what even... How does that even happen? Like, I was trying to freaking, like, back out to do the thing, but, like, my hands were just, like, not cooperating with my brain there. Like, I went, like, freaking brain cells.exe left the chat, like... Alright, let's do this properly. Let's go into solo play, so I can play as both Vampire Flower and Petrified Cactus, and not risk having someone just interrupt this. Hop in as Petrified Cactus because I need to get it leveled up to level 10. And then we'll spawn in a Vampire Flower just off rip. Vampire Flower, and then who else do we want? That's a good question. I guess we'll take... we're gonna take Party Rose and Party Corn. Because I don't have Iron Citron, and I don't have Commando Corn. At least not yet. I think I have one piece for each of those two, but... I don't actually have them just yet. And we're obviously gonna go to plant, to the B point. Because it's right in the center, so, like, we got tactical advantage with this one. Let's see, basically my little grand plan here is I'm just gonna get Petrified Cactus to level 10, and then I'll finish this off by playing around with Vampire Flower. And then if there's time for it, I might do something in, like, I might do some solo play in, like, one of the PvP modes. But obviously I'll do it in the private match, so I can just go against bots, because I have been having a little bit of fun with going against players in different regions, but I don't wanna jump into that now. I wanna get back into the swing of things before I go back into multiplayer with this. Because I had, like, a little bit of a mixed response to multiplayer stuff in different regions. Because, like, so far I've only done it, like, 2 times. The first time I did it, I had a little bit of fun. because I found that they were the exact lobbies that I was looking for. You know, half of the people were just absolute bumping units that I could kill with relatively, and then the other half were like these god tier players that I was only going to kill anyway. So like, it doesn't matter if I die to them or not. But yeah, the second time was a little bit different. I had a little bit of a headache with the second playthrough in online in different regions. As a matter of fact, I might have come across a hack here because what was it called? Yeah, basically what happened was at one point I ended up getting gnome bomb on the lunar landing is what it's called, right? The space map. And what was it called? There was an Arctic trooper that I had a little bit of trouble with. And by a little bit of trouble, I mean almost positive he was routinely cheating because my first little clue was that he kept on killing me, but it wasn't so much the fact that he was killing me that made me think he was cheating. It was the fact that, like, freaking that both teams in that particular game that I'm talking about were all like grouped together. So pretty much anytime a gunfight happened, it was just sheer chaos. So like, I don't think with all of that chaos, he would have been able to like pick me out of everybody in a massive crowd. So that was like the reason why I was thinking he's the first. That was like my first little clue that like the Arctic Trooper was cheating. Was that like he was despite all of the chaos, he was somehow getting a bunch of kills on me. But then again, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that perspective because like it's entirely possible that I'm just like still salty about all this death. But the second little clue was a lot more blatant and undeniable. At one point, we were in the outside section where you get anti-gravity path just by default, and then what was it called? If you use the rocket leap or the rocket jump, whatever it's called, the rocket ability that pushes you forward and kind of just sends you directly up in the air. He used that to like get this insane speed boost, and then he just straight beamed a freaking pea shooter. And the reason I think that's more blatant, like, clue that he was cheating is because, like I said, he had like a ridiculous speed boost. He was moving so fast, he made the flash look slow. I don't care how good your aim is, there's no way you could be moving at Mach 2 and just completely beam somebody. There's just no way. That's just not something that could happen in this reality. So like, that's what like sort of convinced me that like he was cheating. It was like you're seriously telling me that you just like you're moving faster than like a freaking jet and you just straight up beam somebody? Like, nah, your aim is not that good. I refuse to believe it. You have like some bullshit up your sleeve. Also, Jesus H, like the freaking XP, like I have ×2 multiplier and like I'm not level 10 yet. Is that the first time she went into that? I mean, I wouldn't know because normally whenever I see a rose go in there, it's literally like 0.01 seconds after someone starts shooting at them. Okay, yeah, I might have to go into like private play against bots for the vampire flower because like literally half of this was just me playing as a petrified cactus. I don't know what I'm gonna do though in there. I think I might just do. Actually, no, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I need to do Vanquish Confirmed because I need to get that quest. What else happened while I was Oh, you know what? While we're on the subject of random people I come across in online, um, what was it called? I have another little story. This one is actually like, um, what was it called? This one's like a little bit of an older story. This happened last year, but it was pretty much like right at, it was like in November or October? I don't know. No. The last time Legends of the Brawl was out, right? Or no, not Legends of the Brawl. It was I think it was one. It was one. No, wait, no, it was Legends. I can't remember. Um, yeah, no, it was Legends of the Brawl. Last time Legends of the Brawl was out back in what was it, October or November last year. Um, I came across a racist player in the town hall. What was it called? I'm not gonna drop his name because I haven't seen him since, and like, to be honest, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to risk him getting harassed because, you know, I don't vibe with racists, but at the same time, I don't think people should be harassed. What was it called? Yeah, the guy. So like, basically, what happened was like around like I was playing around in the Legends of the Brawl, and like at some point I got Toxic Brains, and I had to chase down an Iron Citron because he did the bullshit. The second I started attacking him, he just hopped into the Citron Brawl, he hopped into the Citron Ball, hit the speed boost ability, and then just like ran away. So I had to chase him across the map, and then like I had to chase him across the map just to kill him, and then afterwards I just like went back to playing the game, and then like right at the end of the match, when the match ended and we got to the leaderboard where like you can hear everybody in the lobby, he started cussing me out, calling me a bitch for chasing him down, even though he in fact was the bitch for running away without even considering trying to fight. And then pretty much for like the next 3 games, or like the next 3 rounds were pretty much like a similar enough story. I didn't actually encounter him in the next 3 games after that. But like what happened was I would play through the games, and then like the second we got to the point where I could hear him, he just started cussing me out again. He even had a few moments where like he just switched screens to cuss me out. It was really funny. But then it got really funnier because what happened was he got so angry that I chased him down to kill him. He got so angry that I refused to let him run away with the Citron Ball that he forgot it was me who he was angry at, and he started cussing someone else out instead. It was honestly like probably the funniest thing like that I heard in a while. But yeah. After that little moment, what was it called? Around like the 4th, maybe 5th game, someone got a little fed up with him, like, cussing people out in the game, like, taking the game so seriously that, like, he's just yelling at people because they refuse to let him play like a bitch. So, like, somebody hopped on the mic to just, like, pretty much just laid into him, calling him a bitch, saying that, like, he's taking the game way too seriously and he needs to calm down because at the end of the day, it's just a game. It's not that deep. But he wasn't having any of it. The guy I'm referring to, not the guy who cussed him out, who called him out. And what was it called? Yeah, and then what was it called? A couple of games after that, he just point blank called the guy who called him out the N-word. He actually called him both versions. He called him the I don't know, how did they describe it? it's like, how do people describe it? He called him the more casual version of the N word twice, and then he just point blank called the guy the hard R. And then yeah, he also had like another like messed up moment. I don't think it's racist. I think it's something else though. I don't know if it's not racist, but it is like pretty bad. It's he said that people from like Australia and European countries and whatever, like he said like Australians and like all these other different like groups of people like British, Welsh, New Zealand all sounded the same. But it wasn't the guy who he called the N-word. It was somebody else who also called him out. Yeah, he said like people from Australia sound the same as like other. Is it European? I don't know. My geology's not that good, and I don't want to guess because that would be really fucked up. But like, yeah, he said like a bunch of different people sounded the same because he assumed that the other person who was calling him out was he was assuming the second person who called him out was from Australia, but he was in fact from New Zealand. And I know he was from New Zealand because he point blank said it after the guy, the racist, assumed he was. He said he's not Australian, he's from New Zealand. So what was it called? So yeah, he said like yeah, the guy in the main protagonist of the story is not only racist, but he's whatever the fucking word is. I don't think saying that like Australians sound the same as other people is racist. I think it's something else though. I just not smart enough to remember what the word is. But it's definitely something bad. I don't know if I'm making any of the sense, but that's pretty much where the story ends because the guy I'm referring, the main protagonist here, went quiet after that. He just shut his mouth and back to playing the game, being salty. Or at least he did, until he eventually left. I don't know exactly when he left though, because I wasn't paying too much attention after he got racist. But oh Jesus, it's trying to turn out right. I really need. Oh my god, this is insane. I did it again. I was so focused on commentating that I didn't even notice we were on like the last round. And what was it called? Yeah, I don't think I made any level of sense in that one, so I might tell it again in the next video, but like go more into detail of what we're learning from it, because that was just I don't know. Maybe I made sense, maybe I didn't. I don't know, and I don't care. I'll tell it again next time I hop on this because it's a freaking hilarious story if I can tell it properly. I probably said it right enough now, but like I don't know. Anyway, let's put this down. Gotta lock in real quick because there's 2 discos on screen. And why are they summoning so many freaking guys? Oh my god. My aim is so shit, it's actually impressive. Like, I swear to god. Alright, you make the here. Because you move here. Oh, so yes, I did buy the rainbow flower from the guy. Rocks. I want to get the King John from the shop, but like they haven't like put it in, or if they did, it was during my downtime when I wasn't touching it. Oh wait, right, that's the thing I need to do. I needed to get the Disco Zombie. I don't know why I try to play characters where I have to aim. Like, I suck at aiming and worry about the like having no vision. That is the second time you've gotten down there in this match. Like, you good? Fucking been a while. Yeah, that's another thing I need to do. I just now remembered. I'm playing on normal difficulty because I was only ever going to have 85 health by the end of it. But I really need to start getting this hard because I play this game on unless I'm in the unless I'm in private play, then I may end up going to crazy difficulty for you know, to balance out the fact that I'm playing against bots. And how the hell did Petrified Cactus have 106 kills? Well, I mean, that's actually no, never mind. I just realized that's not much of a surprise. It's the egg. It's obviously gonna have the most kills. Ring is ridiculous at close range right now. Why are there so many exploding in? Like, stop. I wish the freaking vampire flower was a legendary character. It'd be like every time you fill the bar, she just becomes immortal. And the freaking organ music starts playing. That would be freaking cool. Super green. There he goes. Okay. And what the hell is the dog doing? You good there? Friggin' dog was like going stupid for a moment there. Oh, I see. Well, okay. It seems my dog has dictated that this is going to be the end of this because he needs to, yeah. Yeah, that was both the Petrified Cactus and Vampire Flower. Next time I hop on here, I'm going to move on to playing around with Stuffy Flower. But now that we got the egg to advance, let me quickly open a pack and then I'm going to peace out for a while. Please be legendary. Damn. Alright, well, yeah, that's, you know what, that's not surprising. That's about as much as I can hope for. I will catch you all whenever we move on to, Stuffy Flower. Peace for now.